Welcome to ECCSC Live. I'm your host, Tyronne Muhammad. Once again, we're here to bring you an exciting show, but I would first like to wish you all a Happy New Year's. I hope you all's upcoming 2019 is just as prosperous or more prosperous than your 2018. So today on ECCSC Live, I have my brother, Oren. We call him O, Big O in the house. And we hope to hear from you. Please call in at 312-738-1060. Once again, 312-738-1060. We would like to hear from you. So, O, how you doing, bro?
I'm great. Happy New Year's.
You
I'm
too.
great. God is good.
So look, I have you here today because I've long recognized the work you've been putting in the communities. Your effort with the brothers of formerly incarcerated and returning citizens. As you all know, ex-cons for community and social change. That's what this show is about, highlighting the progress of formerly incarcerated men, bringing knowledge and information surrounding the returning citizens, as well as informing you on laws, processes on how we can get our family and friends back acclimated to the community. So, can you tell us about yourself, your organization, your company, and what it is that you do?
Well, my work is doing God's work. So I wrap my companies around doing His will. Empower Investments and Development is one company. Nick Construction, DLP Investment is a construction company that I have where I reach out, we get contracts, but 80% of the workforce is ex-cons, ex-offenders, guys, so-called troublemakers that we go and get off the block, get out the neighborhoods and show them a skill and give them a prevailing wage salary, where that's all they want to do is work once they have that opportunity. Coming from the same place that most of them are, I understand how important it is to want to work and have that opportunity.
Currently, the project you're working on now is where at, and is that CHA homes? How is that set up?
Well, I'm working on a couple of sites. So one in particular, Latham Homes, is a big union site, and you got guys like, if I can rock names,
Please.
The Larry Huggins and all the guys that's been around for years saying it's impossible to, as a small company or a Section 3 company, to work alongside of a union shop or a union company. We're working right now. We're not union. We don't plan on going union because historically unions have been oppressing us and not giving us opportunity, breaking small companies. So with the new the old Section 3 laws that's newly been enforced, we're able to be on those sites, with the help of and the understanding of big developers like Related Midwest, who, finally came around to want to do and give opportunities, and with the help of that, the activist world, of course, who broke this thing open, and, guys like Muhammad right here, who's on the ground, boots on the ground, making sure that these opportunities is open. We're on those sites. It's a $400 million site. We got a small piece of the action, and we're performing. Of course, you got big companies like Lend-Lease and all those companies that really don't want us there, but we're there, and we're performing. So, they always asking what these guys doing here. They not union. Well, this is our neighborhoods. This is our opportunities. We're here, and we're here to stay. So we had classes with the unions up there and had to kick them off the site. So it's a new day. It's a new day where the old status quo, the old way of doing business, the old gatekeepers, the guys that just kind of went along to get along and just kind of let them take over. It's a new day, and we're gonna have to we building for the next generation. We don't have to die and go to jail. Daily and other people say if you save one, we don't believe in saving one. We're gonna save many. We're gonna save them all. So we're not content with saving one, because you got thousands that's dying. So we moving in a whole different direction. So we asking folks and telling folks to get out of our way. either get with us so we can change this because what you've been doing hasn't been working. Let's try something new. So the gatekeeping and the crab effect that these old politicians and contractors have, where they, hating on other contractors that we're only getting 1 to 5%, and that 1-5% they struggling and hating over. We asking for a bigger piece. We asking for 50% of the contracts and opportunities, so we don't have to fight over the little 3 and 2%, 10% so-called. We ain't even getting that really.
So I got a question. See, the unions, right? Are strong men that's mostly comprised of what? White middle class, white men who have been in power, have been controlling the construction, controlling the work opportunities throughout our cities. So when we say we don't need union, we do have a caller, but let me make this point, caller. I'll be right with you. When we say we don't need unions, we understand the importance of union as it relates to trying to create a workman's, could we say, to protect the workers. But when it comes to us as black men, we have been locked out of unions, so the unions have not been our friend.
Absolutely. When it comes to trades, how many success stories do you have? How many companies that that unions help? So we go out and get contracts, and we have to check in with them and give them money to work on sites. They don't lobby for us.
Right.
You can count how many contractors that unions help build. Where are the unions when it comes to gun violence? Where are the unions when it comes to all these all these issues that we have? But they run everything.
Let's get back to that point. I would like to see what this caller has to say. Caller, please come in.
Yes. How you doing? My name is Felicia Cook. Happy New Year, by the way.
You too.
I would like to ask you, since you said you help the young guys that been in jail for jobs, so what about the women that been in jail and need jobs too?
I love it.
For them.
I love it. I love that question, sister. This is the issue.
You know why I asked that?
Yes.
Because I've been locked up before, back in 93, 94, and I did get a clemency from the government, but it still pop up, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, and I have to go through so much, you know what I'm saying, to try to get jobs, and I'm willing to work, and I want to work a job, so I wouldn't have to go back to the street and do nothing bad. So far, so good. I haven't been back to jail since 94.
Sister, I would like you to inbox me your info. We want to address that as soon as possible. And that's one of my major goals for 2019 for ECCSC. The only reason I've been hesitant in dealing with the women because we don't have the staff or the capacity to serve our sisters in the way that I would like to serve them. So until we get that capacity, I was reluctant to do it with the Me Too movement and all the things that's going on. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you and for real. We would like to make sure that this year marks a board that I build of women who deal specifically with women issues surrounding unemployment, mental health, housing, child care, and all the things that you all will put forth to help us as men to understand the plight that you all are going through, because we don't know what you all are dealing with, because we dealing with our own set of issues. Merely walking down the street as a black man is a dangerous occurrence. So please, sister, please inbox me your information, your name, email, everything, so I could get back with you, because I promise you, you're not the only sister. We have a few sisters in my organization that I've been talking to and discussing. We just waiting to roll it out in a way that's transparent and that's safe for everybody. We want to make sure we able to, and we garnering attention towards women issue and we would like to continue to lobby for the proper resources to serve our sisters that's incarcerated. That's all that is. So most definitely it's about you all as well. But one thing I do know that the black man been knocked down for a long time, and the prison industrial complex has been like a rite of passage for black men and boys. No longer will we allow that to be the case. No longer, now that they are now incarcerating our women at a greater rate, seem like than they have ever done in history. And we're going to prevent that as well, and we're going to need your help, sister. So what do you think about that?
So that's why it's important to have a coalition and have partnerships, because we're doing that. And now that we're partnered with ECCSC, you know, just in the past year, I helped establish 10 women companies from here to downstate, and they're doing well. So as a ex-offender, that's kind of the way we have to go, because it's real hard and how the system is set up to get a job, as we know. Even if you get a degree, we got brothers that got out and got master's degree, and you know, and working at Jules because they couldn't, you know. So you have to come over to the, you know, entrepreneur side. So we're teaching that, we're preaching that, we're showing, and we're moving, we're marching with women every day, and we're building women. So as a partnership, we're doing it. If you didn't know, we're doing it, you know, and it's a lot of stuff. The city is rumbling. We got a coalition going, so we got a lot to offer. So get in the inbox. We're going to, you know, show you what we're doing and how we're doing it. If you want to take part in it, we're going to walk you through the steps on how to start your own company, get contracts, come on these sites, and help us shut them down and get to the table and get a piece of action.
Thank you, sister, once again for calling in.
Can I say one more thing?
Hello? Go ahead.
I say one more thing. I would like to know, have you and Oak ever talked about like all the homeless people that need shelters and stuff like this for our black people out here?
Sister, I'm like, if you follow my Facebook, and real quick, because we have another caller, if you follow my Facebook, you'll see I'm probably the #1 proponent of serving and helping the homeless. I've you know, with the help of others, have dropped off tons of food to the homeless, clothes.
Next time you need help, let me know. I'll help you.
Yes, ma'am. So you on the team, sister. You ECCSC. So when I give you a call, I'm gonna set it up. We're gonna put you in rotation, and we're happy to have you aboard, and let everybody else you know that's been in a similar situation know that we're here to serve them as well, because that's our motto. We community servants. Thank you.
Okay.
Next caller.
Hello?
Yes, please. I can hear you call.
Fuck Ed Burke.
Hello? Next. Okay, well, we heard that. So listen, this is what it is, man. We are about setting a positive example. We call this ECCSC, Ex-Cons for Community and Social Change, for a reason. We're tired, we have grown tired of waiting on benevolent individuals, pastors, politicians, so-called business leaders to do for us what we are more than capable of doing for ourselves. The prison industrial complex is only going to change when we change it. So we as men who have contributed to destroying the communities have decided amongst ourselves, with the help of our sisters and women that have supported us, to say, hey, we're gonna do it ourselves. So we're ex-cons for community and social change. We destroyed the community. We're not blaming no one else for the violence, destruction, the lack of economic opportunity. We're saying today is the day where we stand up as black men and women, and we take control of our communities and the resources that's coming through our communities, and we stand firm and ready to take on that challenge. And we have already started. Actually, we're just getting started, and we need your support and your assistance. Oh, you got anything to say in regards to that?
Well, we have to understand our diseases and our problems. Some of our problems is when you have these aldermen that if you don't support them, they don't support you, and the support means voting for Ron. Emmanuel, being a gatekeeper to me to white supremacy. I mean, if you're not following their agenda, then they don't help you. So, and then the little help they do give you is not enough. It's not sufficient to move our communities. We don't have any community benefit agreements. We don't have a black agenda. Where's the politicians? Where's our black elected officials? Where's the black agenda? They have none laid out for us. They let the people that around this mayor set policy, and then they vote on. Then they sign off on it. They don't have any input on how these communities is moved. So that's the problem. They have to be held accountable. We've been dealing with the same politicians for years. Why we keep letting them do it to us? We have to step up, and we have to be the threat. They fear the unions. They fear the mayor. They fear police unions, but they don't fear us. And we the people. We the body. So if we give them an agenda, then they have to follow it.
And we're going to make sure they stand on it. We have a caller. Please, caller, come in. Continue. I guess we dropped that caller. But please, feel free to call in 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. We love to hear from you. We don't have all the answers. We're on television here, but we don't have all the answers. We're expecting to hear feedback from you all. So, as O said, politics is local. How is it that we continue to elect the same aldermen over and over again without them being held accountable for the conditions in our community?
Absolutely.
Why they continue to receive funds, city council continue to legislate, red light cameras, all type of taxes, and we have no input, school closings, lack of employment opportunity, and you saw today, we went to an alderman office, and what did she say? She don't even have funds or idea about mental health or effort to reduce recidivism, to even help the returning prisoners back to the community.
Right. Everything she said is what we could do. She didn't propose. She didn't say that this is what we put on the table and this is what we pushing. We didn't hear that from her. It was like the city. I thought you was the city.
I thought
she blamed the city, but she's the policy maker. So she put forth no effort to gather the black caucus.
But from what I understand, I thought all the aldermen make up the city council.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Then they dictate to the mayor what the people want. Isn't that how that go?
That's how it's supposed to go.
What's happening then?
It's up to us. We have to blame ourselves as the people, as the body. We have to hold them accountable. They go along to get along. Like I said, they fear those people because we're not pushing. So we have to get up and push and demand things.
That's it, man. It's like this, people. If we continue, hold on. I'm going to hold that thought. We have a caller. Let's go, caller.
What's going on, brother Tyronne? Reggie from Alabama.
Oh, Reggie, what's up, Reggie? Top man, top soldier. What's your question statement?
What I'm saying is I love what you're doing, bro. I like it because I had to have this. I did the same thing you did today, and it worked.
What did you do? Tell the people what you did.
I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm a licensed barber, right? And I went in this building with a barber shop, and it was all white barbers in there. So I asked the barber, did he need any barber? He got 2 empty chairs over there. He told me that I need to call this person and that person. So I did that. He steered me to the wrong place. So then I end up getting back to the right place. Come to think of it, the dude that I went back to, he get his license. So you can't operate a barbershop without license. So guess what? He told me what I need to do. So I called the person back up, and I told him I didn't like how I was treated today, how you tried to get rid of me, and you didn't want me to work there. I can see. But guess what? What we're going to do is I'm going to have everybody, all the news channels down here, since you want to be funny, and I won't nobody come in your barbershop. Guess what? Hey, sir, we can do some business. When can we sit down and talk, sir? That's all I need to know. Then I walked on off.
See. So, hey, Reg, thank you, bro. You have to be the message that you bring for your city. You have to be an inspiration to others. That's all we're trying to do is spark activity, civic engagement, social responsibility. We're trying to spark that, and if it means that those who was considered the least, the formerly incarcerated, have to come and do what the people ought to be doing anyway, so that when we return home, we'll have a society, economic opportunity, and even training to fall into. I hope and hope that what we're doing, we got young brothers here, man, come here real quick. Come on over here. I just wanted you to show your face. Brothers like this who has ducked down a little bit so they can see your face. You sit right there. Young brothers like this here, this is what this is all about for us. What is it that you've helped this brother do? Explain to the people what you've done and how you just give them your voice. We don't have to have minds or you can talk to the people yourself.
Well, actually, I was incarcerated for a nice long while, which I eventually won my appeal.
Let's get you a chair real quick.
And
Keep talking.
1 second, people.
Come on. Slide, yeah, that'll work. Slide over, young brother. First, tell the people your name.
My name is
Come on with some more.
My name is Larico Pittman, and I'm an ex-con. I was incarcerated for a while, and when I got out, I won my appeal. I've been home for a year now. But when I came home, it wasn't many opportunities for me. It was like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go back to the streets, to the same lifestyle? And no lie, that was a thought until I've met my brother here, my brother Owen. He come a week after I was out. He put me to work. He said, I got a job for you, which I had no experience, no training, none. He said, I have a job for you. He put me to work and showed me the ropes. Even though he run the company, he still stood with me daily and showed me the ropes to doing flooring, to doing locks, things I never did before. He stood and showed me these things. And now, a year later, now I'm a master carpenter from no experience necessary.
You training other guys.
I'm training other guys on construction sites, like living
And
proof.
you didn't belong to a union.
And I'm not in union.
See, people, this is what I'm talking about. If you continue to deprive the people of growth in the name of so-called policies, what they call them, rules and regulation, you would keep brothers like this down. You would keep brothers like this constantly in the streets fighting for scraps and crumbs while the city is issued billions, while aldermen are issued billions, state rep, congressmen able to legislate against us, when they should be legislating for brothers like this here who come home so we can contribute to society. How is it that it's okay to have all the money in the world to incarcerate us, but never money on the table inside the budget to help us properly reintegrate into society? We already never felt like we were citizens, so that's why we don't call ourselves returning citizens, because we've always felt like we was X'd out of everything. Ex-cons, we always felt like a convict in our own community, even when being police. Before we went to jail, even with the police who policing us, who are there to serve us, but the narrative has been flipped. So we have to change the whole narrative around how we're police, how we how the politicians deal with us, and how the funding that comes in our community is properly allocated and trickles down to serve brothers like yourself. You got anything else you want to say? How old are you, first of all?
I'm 35.
35. And you have anything for other young brothers who out there, man, who losing hope?
For the young brothers that's out there, man, like, I came from the same lifestyle, man. The streets, the drugs, the crime, man. I want y'all brothers to know, man, that it's always a way out, man. I had lost hope. I used to think it wasn't no way out, that the only way out was the street life and all that, man. But you know, when we was young, we didn't have a lot of sense. We always think we got all the questions. But, you know, a wise guy told me, even you brothers, you know, as you grow older, you get more experience. You know what I'm saying? So for the younger brothers, man, you know, it's always a way out, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can contact us, or you see me in the streets, or these brothers, man. We out to help each other, man. You know what I'm saying? We out to help. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can hopefully help you get a job. You could be doing the same thing I'm doing. I might be the one that helped train you. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I'm willing to do that for the younger brothers in our community.
I got a few good brothers. Oh, go ahead and speak on that.
So you got the laws of 1968, Section 3 laws, and if you notice, you don't hear any politicians. This is one of the most powerful laws that was put in place for black people to have the right to work in their communities, the right to work in their environment. That's never been pushed since '68. You know, your federal lawmakers, because they're so scared of the unions and it's a threat to the unions, they went silent. And because of that, our neighborhoods starved and died out. And so we're pushing it. So look up that law, Section 3 laws of '68. It gives you the right to work.
And TIF funding. Look up TIF funding as well. TIF. So in that, with that being said, it's like this is what ECCSC is about. Big brothers, big homies like O and myself. Man, mentoring the younger homies who lost their way just as we lost our way. If we continue to hold people accountable for their mistakes, then this country needs to stop existing right now. Because countless of individuals have benefited off of our ignorance, off of our ancestry. I mean, we can go on for days. And this is just a prime example of what just love, care, and self-worth and self-help. No one has given us anything. Everything that we earn, we work hard and we put forth a valiant effort so that other brothers can benefit. And that's why I have O on here today, because I know of the great work he attempt to do and the way he's been blocked. He's been blocked. So in closing, we got 1 minute, man. Would you like to say some parting word real quick?
Well, let's move as a unit. Let's come together as a community, one community. There's no side of towns. Let's move as one Chicago, one state. And let's move and hold these politicians accountable. These developers, these contractors who come in our neighborhoods and rape us, and we don't have any benefits. Let's think about the projects. It was billions of dollars that rolled through the projects in the neighborhoods. I don't know 2 people that got rich or benefited from it. And why is that? So ask that question, answer that question, and let's just do different.
Real quick, little brother, say something to the people before we
man,
close.
you know, to all the people, man, I just want y'all to know, man, that there is hope, man, and you know, peace and blessings to everybody, man. And let's move together as one, man.
One Chicago people, thank you for tuning in. See you next week at the same time. ECCSC Live. Thank you.